What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Habs Tonight post-game show. Steffi here with Alyssa and Shane, and how's everyone doing tonight?
Could be better. Could be better. Wasn't the game we're used to. We've been treated pretty nicely by the team these past couple of games, but tonight was not the one. But it's okay. You gotta live with it.
Definitely learn now why the pesky Sens are called the pesky Sens, because they can take it to you. And I hadn't really watched them much considering they're in the North, but definitely, yeah, it was a tough loss for y'all to take, I'm sure.
It was definitely a treat to watch us string together 3 wins prior to this, since that didn't happen often this year. So obviously, there comes a point where you can't come back when you're down every game. I think the Sens just got the best of us, and that closes out this the series, I guess. Habs Sens all season 4-4-2. So the Sens, I think, just proved a lot of people wrong, but yeah, definitely not the best game for the Habs tonight.
I was noticing a lot of board play there too. A lot of puck battles in the boards, very physical game. I think the Sens, they had a lot of hits, combined hits. It was over 50, so very physical game for sure.
Against the Sens, I feel like it's always. I think the Sens were leading the Canadian division in hits at one point. It's always very physical against them, but
yeah, and Brady Tkachuk too. I mean, let's see here. How many hits did he have tonight? He was just. Yeah, he had 7 hits tonight, which is a lot. It's more than anybody by a far margin. But no, he was a killer tonight. Big goal against us. Nothing you can do about that. Like, he's just so strong and fast. It is what it is.
Yeah, that Frank the Tank Sully, man, he's so funny with that.
That was a nice goal. And there was some line shifting again tonight. I know Caulfield started on the first line, and then Ducharme was playing around with the lines again. I mean, I guess when you're losing, you got to try to find something to spark it. But
yeah, where did you guys think the turning point of the game was? Because for me, it's a pretty clear one. But I want to get you guys' opinion.
I felt like in the first, honestly, myself, but I mean, I could be wrong. Just an outside spectator looking in.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Habs looked better in the first than they did the second.
Yeah.
The Sens got a bunch of power plays, and I honestly didn't really feel like the Habs really brought it at all at the beginning. Yeah. It was just a flat, kind of sloppy game. What was your turning point?
Yeah, there's no excuse for it, and like, you can't lose a 5-1 game against the Sens. There's just no excuse for it. But I feel like the Anderson penalty really switched the momentum, and it was a terrible penalty. Like, Anderson never took out the foot. Like, he never slew footed the guy. They just ran into each other, and they call that a trip because the other guy fell. So that was a dumbass call. But anyways, that I felt really changed the momentum, because not only Tkachuk scored like right after the penalty, but like overall, just the boys kind of took a back seat afterwards, and it just shifted everything. The first period wasn't that bad. Like, we were still in it, but no, that call really changed things.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Sorry, Alyssa. I was just gonna say, I feel like Anderson keeps getting penalties and he gets really mad about them because he doesn't think they should be called. And it's getting a bit of a gray area. I agree with you that call definitely could have been the turning point there. What were you gonna say, Alyssa?
I also thought, the Habs, they did come out kind of with some jump in the first, but I thought, they got a lot of chances, but I personally thought Forsberg made some great saves. I know that one where he literally just went super aggressive and saved it with his stick, and then it deflected. Like, that reminded me so much of Marc-Andre Fleury. It was crazy. He was playing pretty aggressive tonight. I mean, Allen was, my bad.
Oh, when Allen came.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
That was scary.
Making some great saves. He was taking it to him.
Yeah, no.
That was a nice save.
Yeah, that diving play, that was fun. And then they still kind of had the puck, and he was so far out of the net. But it was a good play.
Yeah. Forsberg made some good saves, too. I mean, both goalies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Petrie played a really good game too. Just to add that, like, he's still been consistent, I find. But but also got to give it to Edmondson tonight.
Yeah, Edmondson, big goal. That was a nice goal. Nice setup by Toffoli too. They definitely practiced that one before, but no,
I was happy for him.
Yeah. Edmondson's been great like this season. Just a great pickup. We don't talk about him enough, right? But yeah, he's been solid defensively. He's got one of the best plus minuses in the league, and again showed us what he can do on the offensive side tonight. Like not just his goal, but overall game. He really rushed the offense, and it's fun to see. I like it.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying it's the mustache.
It's like Matthews. He's giving Matthews a run for his money there with the staff,
yeah,
right?
They're all, yeah. And this is a good comment from Justin, because, yeah, Edmonton had the 8 tonight, and they've been alternating it. I guess when Byron went down, with Shea, Gallagher, and Byron out, I know Deno had it, Anderson had it. So, yeah, it really does go to show, like, anyone can be a leader on this team, and the past couple games, obviously not counting this one, it's really been proven.
Yeah, y'all have a lot of injuries right now. That's for sure. I mean, it's tough to contend when you don't have your key guys in.
That's it.
For sure, but they've been doing like a decent job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing it. We've been doing it for somehow. We've been pulling it off, but it's going to be interesting to see what kind of lineup changes come with the guys coming back. Like we're going to have Byron, Dano, not Dano Drouin. Weber, Goalie coming back at some point. So some guys are going to have to come out. It's going to be interesting to see who. In my opinion, Jake Evans solidified his spot in the team. Like he's been the guy kind of been rotating a little, but you can't take him out now. Like he's been too good.
Agreed. Randy says if they all come back, it might not look too good for Caulfield in the lineup.
Oh, good point.
The overtime
I also think Caulfield. Yeah, he's been amazing for coming up, but I also don't think Caulfield expects to be solidified right now. Like he's so young, he had a couple games in. I think he knows that it's a process. He's not going to just crack the whole lineup like his first time out. So I think he'd understand fully, but maybe he did earn his spot. Maybe he does stay. It's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah, and I think someone put in a comment here about Primo playing tomorrow. Tomorrow's an interesting game. It's 7:00 against the Leafs. I was a bit perplexed when we put Allen in tonight. I was expecting Primo, but do you think we put in Allen again tomorrow, or do we actually go with Primo?
It's true, and Price has been skating. He was skating today, not in gear, just in tracksuit. So I don't think he'll be in tomorrow. So, I mean, Primo did have a great last game. Do they play Allen back to back? Yeah, I don't know. So what do you think for the goalie tandem?
I think it's possible. It's very possible, but you want to kind of give him some rest as well and kind of even it out when you can, right? I just have to say, little comment, Price probably has the best slap shot out of all goalies in the league, ripping it up with the stick. That was nice.
For sure.
That's it. He's one of the best puck handlers in the league. Easily.
It's impressive.
It's him and Mike Smith. Yeah. Like there's nobody else to their level.
Fleury's decent, but I haven't seen Fleury take shots like that. So.
That's it.
Another, just saw from practice today, Gallagher was stick handling. So I guess his thumb's feeling a bit better to hold the stick in it. So hopefully he'll come back 100% and lead us through the playoffs.
That's encouraging. Yeah, we definitely need our boy Galley back. I mean, it's so sad because when he got injured, like him, Dano, and Tatar were just rolling. That line was going again, just like last season. So it was sad to see him go, and then Tatar goes down too. But yeah, if we can get back to how that was, it's gonna help us a lot in the playoffs.
Yeah, and with Price back in the playoffs too, you never know. And we might be playing. Well, we don't know yet. Edmonton, Toronto, who we're gonna play, and I don't know. I wouldn't count them out.
Yeah, the Jets have been having a rough go of it lately, so I don't know. It's looking interesting in the North right now for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I just have to give a quick shout out to Shane Pinto, who scored his first NHL goal tonight. even though we're rivals, we still respect that a lot. You know, it was a nice goal. We have to give it to him, and he played a good game. You know, played a good game. But yeah, quick shout out to Shane Pinto. Congratulations on the first NHL goal.
Yeah, he'll be good for a long time. I think Allen's still looking for that puck. He was completely turned around, and Pinto's just right in the right spot. No, exactly.
It's kind of Pavelski-esque, like with the deflection. Kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah. He positioned himself in the right spot, and you got to give it to him. It was a nice goal. Nothing you can do about it.
Good at that. Yeah. I think he had another chance too, like on a deflection as well. He had another chance, but it didn't go in.
Yeah. Not much to touch on this game, eh?
I know. I'm trying to think of some of the Caulfield. He didn't stand out as making any mistakes, and he's always fun to watch. So
yeah,
I'm sure there'll be many more overtime goals.
That's it. I liked his little battles with Mete today. I noticed that they got in the boards together a lot. So the size matchup was pretty even. I thought that was kind of funny. But no, he looked good again tonight. Obviously, they didn't get a goal, but you can't expect a goal every single game. So no, I like his speed. I like his hands. Just he's gonna be awesome.
For sure. I saw a stat on Twitter the other night. His last 4 or 5 overtime games, I don't think he went with Laval, but with Wisconsin, he either assisted or scored the OT goal. Like, he's been a part of the goal in all of his last overtime games. So
yeah,
Ducharme definitely made a good move keeping him on there in overtime.
He has the clutch gene that's so rare, you know. He's so many guys that just crumble under the pressure, and he performs better. So it's a miracle to have a guy like him. I feel like I've never seen a player like him on the Habs in forever. I don't remember a guy like that had that touch. You know, I think the last one was Kovalev, maybe. Like Kovalev used to get goals like crazy, but
yeah,
I mean, I don't remember someone as talented like offensively as he is. It's nuts.
Exciting. I just want to point out also for all of you, thank you for tuning in. And if you're watching the game, make sure to check out the interview with PA Parento with Dale Weiss. That's up on our channel. It was a great show. He had a lot of good stuff to say. So yeah, definitely check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know, we won't keep you guys for too long tonight. It was kind of not the most exciting game from the Habs, but yeah, definitely make sure to subscribe and follow us on all social media. We have a lot of content coming up, and Cannes on Friday, so you won't want to miss that either.
I mean, since we don't really have much to touch on this game, do we want to talk a little about Rangers Capitals? That seems to be the hot topic right now. Alyssa, you have a nice reaction there. I'll let you go first.
Well, I didn't watch the game. Obviously, I was watching the Habs game, but I can tell you that I've made some videos about this subject, and you know, I will be a little opinionated here, but watching Wilson injure several Pittsburgh Penguins players over the years, you know, it was due retribution this time, right? I mean, the league, you know, in my opinion, I don't think the discipline was adequate. So basically, you know, you got to go in and answer the bell, and I guess Wilson did that. And yeah, I think what is it, upper body injury? Is that what I read? I think
that's what they're saying.
Left the game. Yeah.
Upper body injury. He just didn't want to get out of the fight. He knew he was going to get rocked. No, that's the whole situation. What do you think, Steffi?
I mean, I watched like the clips today, and just seeing all the fights. I saw so many people posting like, "This is what hockey's about. Love to see it," and it's like, this is kind of what you're trying to avoid if you made the right call. Like, the season's almost done. The Rangers don't really look like they're making the playoffs. Why do you want to see more injuries and more fights? And yeah, like, I know people love watching hockey. I mean, fighting in hockey, it's the entertainment factor and stuff, but there's just been so many injuries and so many head injuries. Anyways, but for me, the key takeaway to this game, the Caps game, was TJ Oshie actually scored a hat trick. and I'm really happy for him. His dad just passed away from, and I mean that's just another example. TJ Oshie has had many concussions. He's suffered head trauma. His dad had Alzheimer's and like head issues, and just to be in a game like that with so much fighting and violence, and then come out and still score a hat trick is pretty amazing. So I'm happy for Oshie, but. Yeah, I agree with Alyssa. I don't think they made the right ruling on that. On that Wilson.
Not even close. No, not even close. I mean,
It's
you know, Alyssa, you could probably touch on that, but Shane Gostisbehere got 2 games for cross-checking a Penguins player, and you know, I think that is the right decision because that's completely unnecessary. It could have seriously injured the player. But then Wilson literally ends the season of Panarin and could have seriously injured him because Panarin didn't have a helmet on. And then right before that, I mean, he like roughed a little bit Buchnevich, which was also pretty dirty, and he got $5,000. So the consistency is just not there. It's non-existent. And there's so much that Gary Bettman and his team have to look at in the offseason. It's not even funny. Like goaltender interference is a joke. The officiating in general this season was awful, god awful. And then you have to look at George Parros. Is he doing the right job at player safety department? A lot of people don't think so. But yeah, Gary Bettman has a lot of stuff to do this offseason.
I really wonder like how much, because that is a very good point, but I feel like Gary Bettman's main focus is to get fans full capacity back into arenas next season. Like he wants hockey back. So I don't like, will he make all these changes that seem so necessary and that's kind of taking away from like the game of hockey? You know, like, yeah, he does have a lot to go over and who knows what he's going to do.
It's sad.
Yeah, like I said in the group chat, if you get me started on this, you'll see another side of me. And so I made a video about it. Anyways, yeah. So I did my research, and I called Panarin defenseless, and a lot of people were jumping on me in the comments. But I mean, in my opinion, if a player loses his lid, right, and you slam him down like that, like it's not a good look for anyone. And just to punch him in the head like that, like it's terrible. It's disgraceful in my opinion. And then to flex in the box like that. Like, it's so disrespectful, and I think, I mean, to the game. I mean, a lot of people have said that. The New York Rangers said that. The way he acted was horrific.
He's like a repeated offender. It's like, it's not the first time this has happened.
They're just enabling him. It's just enabling.
It's stupid.
But yeah, it's sad. Work needs to be done on their part.
Please.
The outcome of tonight's game between the Rangers and the Capitals is all due to the player safety department that did nothing. Like, okay, you guys didn't suspend him. We'll do something about it, right? And that next thing you know, there's 6 fights in 5 minutes, you know, something crazy like that. So that's on the league right there. Big mistake. And you know, we want to grow the game of hockey. There's not enough fans that love hockey, but this is not the way to go about it. Like, this is not how you get people interested. This, like, okay, it's a free-for-all, essentially. You're saying that, okay, you know, any guy can just body slam a dude on the ice and almost break his skull. Come on. It's stupid.
It's not 80s hockey anymore. Like, it's just not 80s hockey anymore. Yeah. Like, we've progressed. We've learned more about the brain. I mean, we have more of a scientific understanding of this and how dangerous like hits to the head are. I mean, a guy died in Russia, like a hockey player. He got hit. Yeah, I think he had a helmet on, but he got hit by the puck and he died. Like, it's serious, you know? And people are just, it's a joke.
For sure. I was just saying, to kind of bring it back, again, we won't keep you guys for too long. If anyone did want to call in, you can email us. But just to bring it back to the game tonight, this is a good point from Joel. I was sad watching Montreal tonight, but Ottawa fans should be really excited for the bright future. Their team is so young. Like, the oldest player, I don't even think is in his 30s. And
I think it's Dadonov, eh? I think Dadonov is the oldest player on the team.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how old he is. But they're so young and talented, and I'm honestly really excited to watch the Sens. and their future. But yes, it was sad watching the Habs lose to them in their last game of the season against them. But they kind of outplayed us. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like their future is insane. We've touched on it before, but like you look at Kachuk, Shabbat. Let's see here, Pinto, Formenton got a nice goal tonight.
Norris.
That was insane. Yeah, Josh Norris, the defenseman there, Jacob Bernard Docker was nice too. Eric Brandstrom. Like this is so many young guys that are going to be studs in the future. Tim Stützle too. Oh my God, I forgot about him. But
that tape job. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, his tape job.
Oh my gosh, it's so cringe.
Yeah, he got roughed up tonight too. I think he got hit in the boards pretty hard, and you got to stick to the face. But yeah, it's they have a great future ahead of them, and it's all up to Pierre Dorion. If he manages those players well, they're gonna have a nice little dynasty going. But knowing him, he might trade like half of them.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, they beat us tonight with without Shabbat in the lineup too, which is insane.
Big.
I just but yeah, so Habs play tomorrow versus the Leafs and then Saturday versus the Leafs. Shane, what are you looking for, I guess, in lines and goaltending, and what do you think's gonna happen? Two big games.
You know what? I just want players to stay healthy. I think that's the big one. Like, we're pretty much guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, like unless something crazy happens. But it's just like, we haven't clinched yet, but we're pretty much clinched. So I just don't want anybody, doing something unnecessary, like what Chirot did, broke his hand, right? Unnecessary fight. So I just want guys to stay healthy so that we're good to go in the playoffs. But these next 4 games are not like must wins or anything. Obviously you want us to win, but yeah, I think safety and health are number one right now. Super important.
For sure. I mean, once you're in the playoffs, everyone gets beaten up, so you just don't want your healthiest team, I guess, coming into the playoffs. Alyssa, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with what Shane said, and I think, yeah, you want to play smart. You're getting towards, kind of the end of the season right now, and yeah, I mean, the Canadiens, I definitely see them making the playoffs again, and the Leafs are a tough team to contend against, but yeah, just don't push yourself too hard. I mean, if you go .500, I mean, it's it's a win. So on the back-to-back.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
Quick question. Did we get any news on the ref that got nailed in the throat? Because that
he
seemed
just
pretty
left.
serious. Yeah, when he left, I don't know, they rushed him out pretty quickly. So I wonder if
forgot that happened.
He got nailed in the throat. Like
that was scary. The puck.
Hope it's fine.
The way it ricocheted off the boards, it came at a higher, even harder than it was shot. So yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that. I have no idea on his status.
Because they finished the game with 3 refs, so he didn't come back. I mean, I didn't see him come back, but it looked
someone said
serious.
He came back. So someone in the comments said he came back at the. Okay, yeah. Alex said he came back
in the very end. Okay, because I thought they were rolling with 3 refs for the rest of the game, but didn't see him come back. That's good to know because it looked pretty serious. Yeah.
Yeah, like Justin said, you can still suffer concussion, any head injury. Anyways, it's a pretty depressing post-game show with all the fighting and violence and pucks to the head.
not the most fun one. Sorry, everybody.
You can't have a Cole Caulfield OT winner every night. It'll take away from the fun of when it does happen.
There you go.
But yeah, we won't keep you guys too long. Thank you, though, to everyone tuning in tonight after a 5-1 loss. Hopefully the last 4 games won't be like that, but thank you for tuning in, like I said. And any final remarks from you guys?
They called it Cinco de Mayo on air. That was so cringe, right?
Yeah, Hapo Cinco de Mayo.
No. My final remarks, I say we forget about this one. That's all we got to do. Forget about this, move on, and focus on the Leafs. That's it.
Exactly. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.